We are blessed. So when we encounter people who are, because let me tell you, today has been a day of people are freaked. So I want to encourage you. We have hope. We have hope. And for those of us who are people of faith, we have extra hope.
Yeah. Yep.
And so rather than letting the world and the pandemic worse, let's up our game. Let's up our game. You know, how can I bless? How can I pray? How can I encourage? I think I posted for Stephanie. I wanted to pull it up and read it. This was a pretty cool post that I put off. And if we want to, I can post it somewhere else. It says, there is no better time to be stocked up on protein shakes, immune boosters, immune spray, electrolyte drinks, and energy drinks without all the fillers. Low quality protein sources and ingredients without all the fillers, low quality protein sources or ingredients, and artificial colors, flavors, and colors delivered to your door nonetheless. Tell your friends that you can eat for free too. There, I said it. You know, I've been dying to post this. So I can copy this and put this in the threads. What a great post. Would it even be greater is if somebody took a picture of the products we were talking about. And you know what? I think we're going to have some people. And let me tell you something. Part of the other thing I wanted to talk about tonight, I know that it is scary to talk about the money. I want to put some things in perspective. If you're out of work for 3 weeks because you've gotten the coronavirus, does a $600 pack look a whole lot more reasonable to prevent the coronavirus? And part of the reason why we did the U+2, them +2, and I posted the video yesterday is because you know what? For somebody who's off work for 3 weeks or can't go to work because work isn't going to let them come, they might want a little side hustle to get them by.
But Patsy, we can't say prevent the coronavirus.
We can't, but what we can say is we're going to help you build your body up.
Right, yeah, yeah.
And to give you tools for your body to fight it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and not just that, but just any of the viruses that are going around, you know, flu, anything, you know, just building your body up just in general for everything.
Yeah.
I have to just, I know that it is a pandemic. I just want to give an interesting perspective to the way people are responding. So far, we've lost 3,000 people to the coronavirus. In February alone, we lost 19,000 people to domestic violence. And we're not doing anything about that. So we're out of whack. And one of the ways that we can come back into whack is to say, hey, we can help here. We can help financially. We can help, you know, take care of your body. And all those things help a lot of other things. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
So on that note, where is Stephanie? Is she there?
She's there.
Kimberly, I don't see, but I think, oh, there you are. I need to take a quick telephone call. Can you guys talk about the specials that are going on right now with the BIA and using it to sign people up? I'll be right back, I promise.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. I am so excited. Kimberly, pick up with me too, because yeah, buy one, get one 50% off of the BIA. How cool is that, guys?
And that's only the Berry Bellini, right?
It is. It's only the berry, but that's all we started with. So, you know, it's if whether we like the citrus now or not, it brings it to like what, $2.75 per can. And if we order 6 and you order your 6, you get your 10% off on top of that, and then have all of those. I mean, this is like major savings when you start throwing in all those discounts.
Well, it's also cheaper than a can of soda would cost here in Washington State because we have a sugar tax.
Ah,
So,
a sugar tax.
yeah,
All right.
don't ask, okay? That's a whole nother subject. I won't go there, sorry, but I just wanted to throw that out there. Some parts of this country, we have sugar taxes now.
Interesting. I did not know that. Not that I'm not against that. That's a great thing.
Well, I'll send you a private message. Oh, but anyways, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so excited about this. Kimberly, let's talk till Patsy comes as to what have you been doing to help people know about it. I know I brought 2 people back into as a customer just because of the BIA yesterday when I sent out the hit 'em up, and I've only sent it out to a couple hundred. So there's still so many more to send it out to. We only have till Sunday, guys. What have you been doing, Kimberly? Because this has really upped the game for us.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've been posting on my wall about emergency food supply because frankly, I used to post it anyway before this because it lasts for quite a few months and every family should have it on stock, and you can buy extra and write the date on it with a Sharpie and then rotate as you buy more so that you always have, like, say 8 to 12 canisters in your pantry. Well, that's 6 months or 3 months supply if you're doing 2 shakes a day, because you never know what's going to happen. Forget the coronavirus or whatever. I mean, let's face it, it's smart to have food, and at least you know it's not canned crap, which isn't good for you. And I let them know, hey, it lasts several months, and it's healthy for you. A lot of the emergency food has gluten and terrible things in it. And so that's not a good thing. The other thing is obviously the work from home opportunity. And even besides that, look, you're nail lady, right? People are going to need an opportunity to make ends meet. The sales are going to skyrocket for food because people are scared and they're going to stock up. What do we sell? People are going to buy supplements to fix their work on their immune system to keep them strong. What are they going to buy? Supplement. So, you know, if we're in the, and I speak not because I want to take advantage of people because of the coronavirus. We have to get this out there to people because the stores, just like in China when all those stores were closing, you're not going to be able to get everything. And it's going to be really hard. And as far as fruits and vegetables go, when you go pick up an apple, guess what? All bananas, avocado, everybody else is touching those, right? So these fears are legit. They are legit. And so, and you have it anytime. So the fact is people are going to be afraid to buy produce. And if you do buy produce, how do you wash the produce? So I just think we have an awesome product and an opportunity to help people who are scared and in trouble. And the people who are diabetics, have health issues, heart disease, autoimmune, you have to be careful because they have a higher probability of getting into the hospital. And so it's better for them if they're not going out all the time and buying food. And so what can we do? We can drop ship it to the door. So that's my whole focus. And I've been sending out follow-ups to everybody, just letting them know because they're not thinking about it yet, because everybody thinks it's just a mild thing and, you know, whatever you personally believe. The fact is that always prepare for the worst and think the best, right?
Yep. Yep. And, you know, Brad and I have had several conversations about it, and well, we're going to go through that stuff anyways. Let's look at our necessities. What do we absolutely need that if we run out, it's going to be a little hard or weird, you know, toilet paper. So, you know, take stock in what you have, but especially we count on this food daily. So take a look at your food, and if you can afford to have some extra, take a look and see what you need to have that's extra. And I know Kimberly and I and Patsy firmly believe, Cooper, firmly believe in vitamin C and extra vitamin C, and the immune, and we have until the 29th. Cooper, stop. Yeah, I got my new earbuds. He thinks that we can split them up. No, not really.
But you can, Mom, you can.
Not really. Not really. And he loses things too. So,
Your son, my son too.
yeah. But, you know, it doesn't, we got to really look and see, you know, what's super important and take that inventory and what you can get a little extra of that's not going to hurt. And, you know, really honestly, I don't even like doing that and saying that, but I care for you guys. But from a business perspective, it's not what we want. We don't want people to stock up and then have all this extra, because that's not good to keep businesses going. But this is where we're at. And so for our health purposes and just the protection of having these things on hand are super important for me.
And Stephanie, could I say, because of the ban on travel and products being moved about, we might not even be able to access it in some.
And that's certainly a little bit of a nervousness. I don't ever want to say fear, but yes, yeah, because what if we aren't able to get our ingredients or our packages, and you know,
it's just something to bear in mind. It's just something to keep in mind, you know.
Exactly. That's exactly it. But Patsy has been fabulous at keeping Kimberly and I at bay. I mean, Kimberly has a story and with her husband and everything of getting really sick from the flu. So I can only imagine. And then I'm just in my own little, and so Patsy brings us back quite often. And she brings it back to the fact that, yes, but you bring it back to the fact that we are in health and wellness, right? Our bodies are healthy, and what we've got is something that so many other people don't have. We're already healthy. We have this in ours, and then of course, so many of us are big faith believers, and so I do appreciate you, Patsy, for reminding us of all those things.
I can't speak for Todd because I don't know, but I do know I have read tons and tons and tons about this coronavirus, partially because I have two really sweet friends who have really had a hard time. And here's what they're saying about it, just so that your heart can be at peace. The 3,000 perished are older. They're immune compromised. They had trouble having access to medical care. Are any of you older?
Not me.
Are any of you immune compromised?
Yeah.
Have healthy bodies? So out of the three big contributing factors for death, you don't have any. So not on my watch and not on any of your watches either.
My son, who is 21, has asthma and cannot have a flu shot.
So
And
he's
how
immune
frequently
system
did
will
you
be
get-
stronger because he doesn't
did you
get the flu shot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have asthma and I don't get the flu shot. I haven't for years and I've been just fine.
Yeah, well, he had an allergic reaction when he was 3, so that's why he can't ever have one again.
Lucky
I'll be
him.
better off.
Yes.
Yeah, last year he got the flu for the first time, and he did end up in the hospital, but we were able to go home. They gave him some antiviral medicine, and he was fine.
The other thing that we're doing, we all have these in our pockets or our handbags. And when our hands come in contact with somebody, drop it in our hand,
Yep.
inhale it.
Which one is that? Pat?
Defense shield.
Oh,
Defense
I got that somewhere.
God forbid that we would use the products that we have.
I wonder if I can go add that to my order that's supposed to go out tomorrow morning, or if it's too late.
Oh, you should be fine.
Okay, I'm gonna go add it.
How many of you have seen this little guy? I highly recommend it.
It's going out tomorrow morning.
Notice the logo on it. And here's
Yeah.
another one.
And guys, if we earn the team builders, the beginner one, you have the ability to receive a lot of these essence oils absolutely for free just by enrolling 2 people in a month. So if you've done that, check your back office and see if you have any of those coupons. I'm looking at those right now. You get the coconut application, and then I think it's the airway, the lemon, and then you can add some other things at discounted price. And there is Defense Shield in there for $11.
I have one of those in my back office.
Great.
I guess I'll be doing some last minute ordering as soon as I get off this call.
Well, and
Yeah.
if you have ISA delivery, if your order just went out, you can still add it.
Yeah.
So we have so much to offer if we can get out of our comfort zone
Yeah.
and let people know.
Yep.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. But let's let people know. Maybe this is the opportunity that they've needed to experience what we have to offer and understand that by using these foods, it's a drop shipped, it's powdered form, it can sit on their shelf, and they feel amazing.
And
So we
have
don't
to
want
go
them to hold on to it. Yeah, they don't have to go anywhere. So this direct sales network marketing is when the economy is good, it's much harder for network marketing companies to grow. It just is. People aren't looking for extra money. They're not looking for the differences in their life. But when the economy starts to go down or crash or whatever happens, they look for other opportunities. I mean, like my nail girl, for example, and I talked to her about it tonight. You know, it's if you don't have any clients, you don't have anyone coming in, we can start showing you how to share online with people who need this nutrition. and then she can make that money. So it's a great opportunity to really put yourself out there and share with people so that they can feel the comfort of money is still coming in no matter what, because of course we can do this business anywhere we're at.
That's right. And, you know, online, it may take more connections to make some new customers, but we have time.
Yeah.
We have time. So,
Mhm.
and that leads into my next big announcement, and that is, please, please, please mark your calendar. March 25th, Jim Packard and George McDonald are going to be on our call. Same time, same station. Not same station. You're going to have to look at the you're going to have to look at the link, and I've got it everywhere.
Thank
And
you.
Kimberly and Stephanie and I are going to continue to post it everywhere. Here's what I want to suggest for you. This is not just for Isogenics. This is an opportunity for you to do value added to your friends who are in the direct selling industry, who are in the network marketing industry, who are new entrepreneurs, like new realtors, new mortgage people, anybody in business. Great opportunity to reach out and say, I just want to offer this. This isn't going to have any marketing, anything on it. And now they have 18 to 24 months of data that they are going to be sharing with us about how this works. So March 25th, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Check the invites. And I know the invite is on Game Changers. I know it's in Team People Builders. If Stephanie, Kimberly, is it on your personal pages? If it's
Oh,
not,
but if you send me like the image, I'll post it in our business pages.
Kimberly, look and see if it's in your personal Facebook Messenger.
Okay, from you?
Yes. And it will let you then share the invite onto your page.
Oh, awesome.
Because what I want to encourage you guys to do is to share that invite with your friends. I invited close to 300 people.
Wow.
I'm continuing to talk about it because you know that I am so excited about the value it brings for people who are kind of chicken to step in network marketing. We can say now, we have a proven track record that will help you.
I love you.
Because we do.
I checked, everything's back.
Good.
So share with your Road In Fields, share with your Pampered Chef. People who are trying to get the momentum in their business. It's a great way to help. Anything either the two of you want to add about it?
I would, when you first taught Patsy about the consistency chain, I was able to, somebody who would not work out if my life depended upon it, I was able to be consistent with exercise and getting on my treadmill every day. And it works because it takes, it's amazing. So it helps amazing with consistency. It changed everything for me, and I'll be on the call for sure.
So you can see that it's not just for business. When I first started this, Stephanie, I think it was, told me, and so before I even talked about it with my team, I thought, I know, I'm 62 years old and I used to never ever wash my face at night. Not never. It just, I wasn't consistent with it. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to take one thing. Can I do one thing today? And now, 2 years later, It's a habit. So, and you just keep adding one thing that I can do today. So, Stephanie, you want to add anything?
Yeah, I mean, I love the consistency chain and what it has done for so many people of just breaking it down and going, I can do that. I can do that, because so many times we hear the big numbers, or we think that we really need to, I need to call 30 people today to really build the business. But then one day we do 30, one day we don't do anything, and then we beat ourselves up. And the thing that I've always loved about Isogenics is it takes away the guilt. So for me, it takes away the guilt of outside foods, drinks, and so on, because we have Cleanse for Life. And we do this nutrition program on a daily basis. For business, the consistency chains, it's kind of like my Cleanse for Life. It's taken away the guilt. If I can just do a few every day, then I've done what I need to do. Now, if I have time and I have the ability to reach out to more people, wonderful, because I need to. It's important. That's what we need to do. But I don't want to feel guilty if I'm not able to. So if we pick this amount, this number that we know we can be consistent with every single day, then usually by the time you get to the end of the week, most people have hit the number that they had in mind originally when they do the smaller numbers every single day. And it takes away that guilt, and you're able to do your business and do it well and joyfully. So it's very, very important to understand that. And like they said, you can bring this in so many ways, whether it's walking or exercising or getting on the treadmill, or maybe just being consistent with kissing your spouse every morning. You know, there's a lot of things to look at it. And I know Jim and George have talked about it. They use this in relationship building as well. So any of the areas of your life that's not perfect, or maybe you have a little guilt, or it's just, you know, you want to change a little bit, just try adding one thing every single day that you can do. Compliment your spouse, compliment your child, do something a little bit every single day that adds up to big things.
And here's the interesting thing. Are most of you guys in Arizona? If you went to Fry's, or the equivalent of City Market or Smith's or whatever it is, and you went Monday and you were able to get some groceries, but on Tuesday, you remembered that you needed to grab something and you ran back, but Fry's wasn't open. And then Wednesday, you know, you say, I'll just put that off, I'll make it tomorrow. And Wednesday you go and it's not open either. What happens Wednesday night? We're going to find another place to shop. And so part of our consistency chain keeps us visible, keeps our store open. And today more than ever, we need our store open. So I'm not trying to harp. You can tell it's a passion of mine. Hey, Brad. Another thing I want you guys to think about, you guys have probably noticed this about me. I'm a storyteller. You know, I just told you a story about going to Fry's. I want to encourage you. This is a book I picked up. I'm loving it. It's called Stories That Stick. If you don't want to read Stories That Stick, see if you can find, Google it. Begin incorporating stories into what we share. Because the reason why the title is Stories That Stick, people will remember the information that you share in a story 10 times longer than the facts. And so when we can begin to incorporate stories into sharing, when we're talking about health and wellness and our financial benefits, it sticks into their brains longer, and it makes us more relatable, It helps to establish trust. And what do we know? People do business with people they know, they like, and they trust. It's a phenomenal tool. I'm encouraging you. Learn to tell stories.
There's also a really good book, and I should have it in all of my goodies. But it's called Storytelling. And I literally read that in one day. I'll post a picture of it. But I bought it at NYKO from Sound Concepts. It's red, and it's just called Storytelling. And it teaches you how to tell stories. Super easy read, but it's very, very impactful.
Because here's some statistics, and I know I just said people aren't going to remember statistics, but remember it in the context of this story. Barna has done a report, and I forget who the other company that did the report that I just read, that, you know, with all of our social media and all of our fake lives and fake news, the world is craving relationships and community.
Mm-hmm.
And how do we create that? Transparency and telling stories, storytelling.
Yep.
So just my little piece. And I want to give some homework. Obviously, I can't follow up. It's homework for me too. In Isagenix business, if you go into, I just want to pull it up myself while I'm talking to you. I had intended to master this so that I could share it with you today. But today went sideways. It has to do with sorry, I can't multitask that much. First of all, is everybody using the feed on the app?
Sharing the product.
When you, this is how you can tell when somebody's opened a video. I mean, you're going to get a text message, you're going to get an email, but you're also going to get it right here. And I want to just say, golly, I'm having so much fun sharing videos. But if you scroll down the app training, see JJ and Jared there? This is what I want to assign for homework. You can create a post with touchable links within your post. Up to 2 links in the post. They talk about it. It's a skill that I have not mastered, but I want to challenge you guys to take on the homework, because I'm going to take it on and I'm going to figure out how, because it would be awesome if I could share my replicated link in my post.
So is this different from the IsoLife app?
Yes, it's in Isagenix Business.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's free, unless you want the extended version, which is pretty awesome. But to be able to send videos, golly, I'm having so much fun sending videos. And oddly, if I have a conversation and I send the video right away, I'm finding that people watch them right away. And so they may not be ready to talk to me yet, but we can have a text conversation. What did you like about it? What was interesting to you? Oh, can I send you another one about that? But if you don't know what the videos are in the app, it makes it a little hard to say, oh, can I send you another one about that? So in non-income producing time, watch all the videos. The ones that you really like, right here. Oops, that's the wrong one. When you really like it, this isn't my favorite, but when you really like it, you can push this favorite, oops, back up, there we go. See where it says favorite? And I suggest, the app remembers and brings it up. And there's some really awesome ones. They're adding new ones. By the way, Kathy Coover did a really, really great compensation plan one yesterday.
Yeah, I've watched it twice.
Yay.
And I sent it out, and it's the most animated I have ever seen her.
Yeah.
It was like, good, good, good.
And it is the most relatable, I think. You can send it to somebody who is just, they're not familiar with the power of our numbers. And so it's relatable. So, anything else we need to talk about?
No, but I did just get a text message from a group of friends. They were planning on going to Europe, and so that trip is now canceled. But I quickly scroll across the phone that I'm stocking up on food now. Grocery stores are going to be low. So it's happening, guys. We have to do our best. And I don't know if you guys want to band together to share posts or different things. I'm doing a couple right now, but we want to come across as well. We don't want to come across as a shark in a fish pond. We don't want to take advantage of the situation, but we really truly need to let people know what we have to offer, and that order from your computer, it comes directly to you within a couple days, and it has a very long shelf life.
Well, and you can make it relatable rather than being sharky. I mean, Stephanie and Kimberly have both experienced some fear around this. And so there's nothing wrong with saying on a live, you guys know, in the beginning, this really scared me. And then I got to thinking, I have some resources.
Yep.
Talk about hope. And then if you're brave, you can say at the end of your live, if you're really scared, send me a message or send me a comment and we'll pray. Because we can.
Yeah.
Good.
And if you're not comfortable, you're welcome to send me their name and I will pray. So, Stephanie, that was all I had prepared to share for tonight. Unless anybody else has anything that they